this week, some very interesting things have happened. You wouldn't believe it. Two sources reveal that the PLA is now studying selected works of Mao Zedong. That immediately raised concerns. Has Xi Jinping regained control of the military? Some say yes, because this signals a shift back to Cultural Revolution-style politics. But others disagree. They think it's a clever maneuver by Zhang Youxia. After all, Xi has never truly promoted Mao. He only promotes himself. And since no CCP leader after Mao, not Deng Xiaoping, not Jiang Zemin or Hu Jintao, ever developed a formal military doctrine, if the army wants to reject Xi Jinping thought, then Mao is the only viable fallback. So maybe what we're seeing is Zhang Youxia elevating Mao Zedong to push Xi Jinping aside. Just when I thought this was what's happening, more revelations came out. It turns out the mastermind behind the elevate Mao to suppress Xi strategy is someone even higher up, a heavyweight in the CCP's elite, a red princeling, a retired general, once seen as a rising political star in the party. And now some believe he could become the next leader of China. His name, General Liu Yuan, son of former President Liu Shaoqi and a formidable princeling with deep revolutionary roots. Today, let's talk about who Liu Yuan is and the role he might play in the next chapter of the CCP regime. If you've been closely tracking the flood of rumors, reports, and leaks coming out of China, a trend may have caught your eye. Have you noticed that two men who were once hyped as China's next leadership duo have gone conspicuously quiet? Who are they? Wang Yang and Hu Chunhua. Just about 6 weeks ago, Wang Yang was widely expected to replace Xi Jinping as party leader, and Hu Chunhua slated to become his premier or the next premier. But now, radio silence. And when even CCP rumor mills go quiet, that usually means something is up. Are they laying low strategically, waiting for the right moment? According to the latest whispers, that answer is no. The two have reportedly decided to lie flat and bow out entirely. Some say they declined an invitation from the party elders to step into top leadership roles. I cannot confirm these claims, but in the scheme of things, I think it made a lot of sense. Now, if you remember my previous program, one of Wang Yang's conditions was clear. He would only take the job, or the top job, if he were allowed to control the military. Otherwise, he risked becoming the next Zhao Ziyang, powerless and short-lived. But the question is, would Zhang Youxia ever allow that? Probably not. Wang Yang and Hu Chunhua understood without controlling the military, their titles are meaningless. So they're clever to bow out. That leaves Zhang Youxia with a problem, because Zhang has no intention to become the top leader, to run the party. He just wants to control the military. This means that he and the party elders need someone else fast. Two separate sources have independently pointed to one name, and that's Liu Yuan. And more details are emerging. With the PLA undergoing sweeping internal purge, the direction of the military in the post-Xi Jinping era could determine the future of the regime. So to avoid chaos, it's said that Zhang Youxia, Hu Jintao, and Wen Jiabao have reached a consensus. They have decided to bring retired General Liu Yuan back. He would temporarily assume the role of vice chairman of the Central Military Commission, overseeing political affairs, essentially replacing He Weidong, the vice chairman who has disappeared since March. So he would temporarily fill that position, at least for now. Sources also claim the ongoing military purge is directly aimed at Xi Jinping and his loyalists. And what about Liu Yuan's plan? What is he going to do in that position? Well, according to the leak, his strategy is to emulate Deng Xiaoping, which is signal left, turn right. So while the PLA is now publicly studying Mao Zedong's selected work or Mao Zedong thought, the goal, or the real goal, isn't to revive the Cultural Revolution. It's a strategic move by Liu Yuan. It's what I told you earlier, using one poison to fight another. In other words, they're using Mao Zedong, a dead leader who no one dares criticize, to suppress a living one, Xi Jinping. Now, Mao remains untouchable within the party politics. Invoking him allows the leadership to undercut Xi Jinping without directly confronting him. It's a calculated effort to dismantle the military foundation of Xi Jinping's personal power. And that just shows you that the internal power struggles within the PLA is still quite intense. None of this can be independently verified, but the fact that multiple sources are pointing to the same details makes it hard to dismiss. And let's not forget, Wang Yang and Hu Zhenhua have vanished from the spotlight or have vanished from the rumor mills. And meanwhile, Zhang Youxia is in a risky position. He is the one who dethroned Xi Jinping. And if he fails to secure a successor, she could return with a vengeance. If Liu Yuan does a good job as the second vice chairman of CMC, that starts as a temporary role, or what starts as a temporary role may eventually become something far bigger. And Zhang Youxia reportedly wants Liu Yuan to take over both top jobs, which are the party secretary general and the CMC's chairman, which are currently held by Xi Jinping, together with the title of President of China. So there is a great chance that General Liu Yuan might eventually replace Xi Jinping to be the next leader. And there are several reasons to say that. First, he's a heavyweight princeling. Now, in the world of red CCP aristocracy, pedigree matters. Liu's father, Liu Shaoqi, was president of China and ranked above Xi Jinping's father, who was only a vice premier. That alone gives Liu clout in princeling circles. Number two, he is the only leader with real experience in both the military and civilian spheres. Zhang Youxia is a pure military man with no government experience or governance experience, while Wang Yang is the opposite. He is all government, no military experience. Now, General Liu bridges both worlds, making him uniquely qualified to lead. And number three, he and Zhang Youxia are close friends. And most importantly, he doesn't get along with Xi Jinping. Back in 2015, General Liu was forced into retirement by Xi Jinping. Officially, it was over disagreements over military reform. But those who were close to the matter say the real reason was far more personal. Xi Jinping simply didn't trust Liu. He knew Liu was more competent and capable, and that made him jealous. The two men hold opposing political views, and Liu's reputation as a reform-minded anti-corruption figure with a solid career in both government and the military made him a symbolic and political threat to Xi Jinping. Fearing that Liu's accomplishments and pedigree could overshadow his own, Xi Jinping moved to quickly silence him. And that's the rivalry between them. Now, Liu's return, what does that mean, right? Well, he's reportedly going to oversee political affairs in the military, and his return has rekindled hope among those who view him as a reformer. Many believe his comeback could inject valuable experience and fresh ideas into the long-discussed effort to nationalize the Chinese military. Liu Yuan has previously voiced strong support for the idea of shifting the Chinese PLA from a party-controlled military to a true national defense force. And he's not alone. There are other military officers supporting this idea. So his return could make that transition possible. And his return could also strengthen Zhang Youxia's position within the PLA.